Good morning, friends. Today we are going to learn the first chapter of Standard 10 that is linear equations in two variables. This chapter you have already learned in 9th standard, but in this 10th standard there are some more methods of solving linear equations. What is in this chapter? Let's study methods of solving linear equations in two variables. First method is graphical method and second is Cramer's method. After that we will solve the second point, equations that can be transformed in linear equation in two variables, and the third point is application of simultaneous equations. Okay, all these things we will learn in this chapter. Let's recall what we have learned already about linear equations. All of you already learned in 9th standard what is meant by linear equation. The equation whose degree of each variable is 1, that is called linear equations. And now we will see the linear equations in two variables, means there are two variables and the degree of each variable is 1. Now see the definition in your textbook, which is given in your textbook, definition of linear equations in two variables. See the page number first of your textbook. An equation which contains two variables and the degree of each term containing variable is 1 is called a linear equation in two variables. Okay, all of you understood the definition of a linear equation in two variables? Okay, I will explain it. An equation which contains two variables. What is meant by variables? Variables means like whose value it changes. Chalopade. Variables in Marathi we will say chalopad. X, Y, A, B, C, D, M, N, all these are variables whose values can be changes. And degree means घातांक. Degree of each term means पद. प्रत्येक पदाचा घातांक 1 असला पाहिजे आणि दिलेल्या इक्वेशनमध्ये 2 चलपदे असली पाहिजे. अशाच इक्वेशनला आपण काय म्हणू शकतो? लिनियर इक्वेशन इन टू व्हेरिएबल्स. An equation which contains two variables and the degree of each term containing variable is 1. म्हणजे असं पद ज्याच्यामध्ये व्हेरिएबल आहे त्या प्रत्येक पदाचा घातांक 1 असायला हवा आणि दिलेल्या इक्वेशनमध्ये 2 चलपदे असायला हवीत. 2 चले असणारे आणि प्रत्येक चलपद असणाऱ्या ज्या पदामध्ये चल आहे अशा प्रत्येक पदाचा घातांक 1 असेल तरच ते इक्वेशन काय असू शकतं? लिनियर इक्वेशन इन टू व्हेरिएबल्स. What is the general form? General form of this equation is ax plus by plus c is equal to 0, where the x and y are variables and a, b, c are the real numbers. All of you know the real numbers. What is meant by real numbers? You already learned in 9th standard. What is meant by real numbers? The numbers, all numbers present on the number line. Which numbers are present on number line? Like natural number, whole number, integer, positive integer, negative integer, rational number, irrational number. All these numbers, all numbers which are present on number line, that number we will call real number. Only imaginary numbers are not considered in real number. Okay, now see the example of linear equations in two variable. One example is given there, 3x minus 4y plus 12 is equal to 0. This is the linear equation in general form. What is the value of a? A is equal to 3. What is the value of b? B is equal to minus 4. Compare this equation with the general form. X plus by plus c is equal to 0. Value of a is equal to 3, value of b is equal to minus 4 and value of c is equal to 12. Okay. Now there is one activity is given in your textbook. Complete the following table. See, all of you see in your textbook page number 1. There is first example is given. 4m plus 3n is equal to 12. And there is a question, is the equation a linear equation in two variables? हे दिलेलं इक्वेशन लिनियर इक्वेशन इन टू व्हेरिएबल्स आहे का? 4m plus 3n is equal to 12. Compare this equation with the definition. Is there two variables? Yes. Which are the two variables in given equation? First variable is m, second variable is n. And what is the value of a, b, c? A is equal to 4, b is equal to 3 and c is equal to minus 12. That 12 which is at the right side of the equation. If we convert this equation in the general form, 4m plus 3n minus 12 is equal to 0. In general form, at the right side of the equation there is always 0. So that term 12, if we convert it into general form, it becomes 4m plus 3n minus 12 is equal to 0. Means a is equal to 4, b is equal to 3 and c is equal to minus 12. 4, 3 and minus 12, all these are real number. And first term 4m, what is the degree of m? 1. Second term 3n, what is the degree of n? That is also 1. Means this equation is a linear equation in two variables. Why? Because all the two conditions, that is each degree of each term is 1. This condition is also fulfilled by this equation, and the value of a, b, c is a real number. This condition is also fulfilled. There are two variables are present, m and n. There are degree of each variables is 1. That's why this is a linear equation in two variables. Now see the example number 2. What is the example number 2? 3x square minus 7y is equal to 13. 3x square. There are two variables are present. Which are the two variables? X and y. But degree of first term is 3x square. What is the degree of x? 2. That's why the degree of x is 2. So this equation is not a linear equation in two variables. So what is your answer? Is this equation is a linear equation in two variables? No. So your answer is no. Now see the third example. Square root of 2x minus square root of 5y is equal to 16. See the first term. Is there are two variables? Yes. Which are the two variables? X and y. Now see the first term, square root of 2x. Degree of first term is 1. And degree of second term, square root of 5y is also 1. There are two variables are present. There are degree of each variable is also 1. That's why this is a linear equation in two variables. Means your answer is yes. So write down in front of example number 3, yes. Your first example is yes, second is no, third is yes. Now see the fourth. 0x plus 6y minus 3 is equal to 0. Is this a linear equation in two variables? No. Why? Because the first term 0x, it becomes 0. That's why one variable will be cancelled. And remaining equation is only 6y minus 3 is equal to 0. 6y minus 3 is equal to 0 means there is only one variable, that is y, and so this is not a linear equation in two variable. This is linear equation but only in one variable, not in two variable. Now see the example number 5. 0.3x plus 0y minus 36 is equal to 0. 0y, 0.3x is the first term and the degree of first term is 1, but the second term 0y, it becomes 0. That's why remaining equation is 0.3x minus 36 is equal to 0, and there is only one variable, that is x, and 0y it becomes 0. That's why this is also not a linear equation in two variables. So your answer is no. Now see the example number 6. 4 upon x plus 5 upon y is equal to 4. Is this a linear equation in two variables? No. Why? Because though there are two variables are present, x and y, but the degree of first term is 4 upon x, and the degree of x is minus 1, and degree of second term 5 upon y, degree of y is also minus 1, but we need degree of each variable is plus 1. That's why this is also not a linear equation in two variables. So your answer is no. Now see the last example, example number 5y minus 8 is equal to 0. Is this a linear equation in two variables? No. Why? See the first term, 4xy. 4 x to the power 1, y to the power 1. 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Means the degree of first term becomes 2. That's why this is not a linear equation in two variables. So your answer is also no. All of you understood the meaning of linear equations in two variables? If you have any queries or doubt, please tell me on our WhatsApp group. Okay, thank you, students.